All right, so it's day one. I'm really excited to get started. I have set myself a calorie goal for today, and I have also made myself another poster board weight loss chart that I'm excited to share with you guys. And I'm really hoping that this will be another tool to help keep me on track during my weight loss journey. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Marcella, and I am ready to get started on this day one. So the calorie goal that I have set for myself and what I'm hoping to stick with for today is around 1,200 calories. So I'm hoping it's not too difficult to stick with that amount, and I will see how it goes. If it goes well and it works for me, then I'm thinking that might be a number that I use for the first few weeks of my weight loss journey. Today is Saturday, April 25th, 2020. It is the same day as my starting video because the day that I made my starting video is the same day that I wanted to start working on my weight loss. So it is the first day that I am going to try to stick to my calorie goal. So my weight for today is also the same as my starting video. So here's a video clip of my first weigh-in from my starting video. So my starting weight, day one, is 200.2 pounds. As I said in my starting video, that is the most I have ever weighed, and I'm definitely ready and excited to start seeing some changes. So my first calories for the day was just a large mug of tea, Earl Grey vanilla, with a half a cup of 1% milk. And when I say a large mug of tea, I mean a large mug of tea. This is it. This is my mug that I always use. And my family members often laugh at me when they see me drinking this giant cup of tea. The good thing about that cup of tea is that it fills me up and it keeps me going for quite some time, so I can wait quite a while before I have my first meal. Before I show you the rest of my food for the day, I want to show you guys a new weight loss chart that I made. Here is a little video clip that I recorded earlier. Okay, so besides the weight loss chart that I showed you before, the one that I made on the poster board, I have made myself another chart that I'm also going to put up on the same wall so that I have lots of visual motivation. So I just wanted to show you this. This is a weight loss chart by week. So what it has on it is every week starting from today, April 25th, all the way through to September 13th. That is 20 weeks. So if I could lose 2 pounds per week, that would be a 40 pounds loss. So this is potentially a 40 pounds down weight loss chart. In the same row beside each week, I put the goal ending weight for that week. So at the top of the chart is my starting weight of today, and at the end of the first week is 198 pounds. So it goes down 2 pounds per week all the way to the last week on the chart, and then the ending weight for that last week would be 160 pounds. So to fill out this chart and actually go down 40 pounds would be really amazing. After that, if I want to keep going, I can always make an additional chart to continue. At the top of the chart, I listed the days of the week, and then beside each week, I have written an abbreviation for both calories and exercise. Now, there's not a lot of space here, and I won't be writing what I did or my calorie number. I will keep track of that on a spreadsheet on the computer. So I made this chart because a long time ago when I was on a weight loss plan, I made myself a chart like this but kept it in a notebook, and I found it really helpful, and it was just a visual to keep me motivated. Seeing all the weeks listed from now all the way through to September just gives me a good reminder that this isn't just a quick fix, that this is going to take a while, and it's something that I want to work on. It's something that I want to stick to and accomplish over time. Sometimes it feels like when you want to lose weight, oh, I just want it over with. Oh, it's supposed to be done so quickly. And that's not always the way it works. So this is just a good reminder to see where I can be if I do stick with the plan. In the rows where I put calories and exercise, this chart isn't for a lot of detail. I won't necessarily be putting a number of calories there or what exercise I did. I keep track of that on a spreadsheet on a computer. But what these spots are for is actually just a check mark or an X. So if I stuck to my calorie goal for the day, I would give myself a check mark. And if I exercised that day, I would give myself a check mark. If I did not do either of those things, I will put in X in that spot. And the reason that I've chosen to do this is that years ago, when I did a chart like this, I always found that if I had a lot of check marks in a certain week, whether that be on the calorie side, the exercise side, or both, then I always found that week to be successful, as in I would lose a certain amount of weight that week. If I got off track and I wasn't filling in those check marks, then I could definitely see what happened to the results. So I just found it to be a good little reminder. If you accomplish those things, then there will be success. And also a reminder that even if some of them don't get checked off, it can still work as long as you just get back on track. So hopefully throughout the coming weeks and months, this chart will help me to stay on track and to get back on track when necessary. All right, so the first meal of my day was 325.5 calories. Not a bad start. You can see it here. It is 2 eggs, 2 toasts dry, half a cup of tomato, and half a cup of red bell pepper. I did have the toast dry as I didn't want to have the extra calories of the butter. I did not add any butter or oil to the eggs either. The only thing I added to the meal was some pink Himalayan salt. I waited quite a few hours for my next meal, and it turned out to be quite a large meal. You can see it here now. That was a very filling meal and is a total of 747 calories. I ate it slowly, spreading it over time because it was a lot to eat, but I did feel really full and satisfied having this meal. It is 8 pierogies with 1 cup of tomato sauce, half a cup of black beans, and half a cup of tomatoes, topped with 30 grams of grated cheddar cheese and 1 cup of cucumbers on the side. I'm really glad that this week I finally picked myself up a food scale. I have wanted one for a long time. I have followed calorie counting diets in the past, and when doing them, I always found it was something that I was missing. Many foods are easy to find the calories just by using a measuring cup, or on the package, if it's just per one item, 1 slice, 1 piece, that's easy. But there are certain foods that are difficult. For example, cheese. On the package of cheese, the nutritional value is usually by cube, 1-inch cube, 2-inch cube. Well, it's very hard to cut and measure a cube the right size. But beside the cube size, they also have an amount of grams that will have the same nutritional value. So my new food scale makes this very easy. 30 grams of cheddar cheese, just like that. I know this food scale is going to come in really handy during my weight loss journey, and I'm up for anything that's going to make this easier. So all that food only left me with about 100 calories for the rest of the day if I wanted to stay within my 1200 calorie goal range. So I finished off my day with a chocolate pudding and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. And so I did it. My total calories for the day were 1222.5. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling glad that I accomplished this first goal for today. And honestly, I did not feel that hungry. It helps to be busy. I had a busy day. I spent a lot of time making my starting video and trying to learn how to edit it and put it together. So that took up a lot of my time. I have a daughter who's in grade 9, and with COVID right now, schools are closed. So we are trying to work through her schoolwork at home, which, like many parents, I'm finding it very difficult, but she has online classes and work assigned to do at home. So helping her work through all of that and figure it all out has been somewhat challenging. I definitely have a tendency to eat more when I'm just bored or just not doing anything or just sitting and watching TV. So it is definitely good to be busy. So since I stuck to my calories for my first day, I can now give myself my first check mark on my new weight loss chart. So here it goes. This is a zoomed in look at my chart. It starts at my starting day today, which is April 25th, and this first week goes to May 3rd. This first week will have 9 days in it instead of 7 because I wanted to start today, but then this week is going to run all the way through to the following Sunday. The weeks after that will always start on a Monday and then go to the following Sunday. So for today, I met my calorie goals, so I get to give myself a check mark right here. And I did not exercise, so I'm going to put an X right here. That's it for today. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I really hope that you are staying safe and healthy during this crazy time in the world right now.